Welcome to the house that Rockney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense takes the field. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Throws to the tight end. Fires and picked off. Great move there. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to pound their way in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. The give from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
Makes a catch and knocked down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Irish! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. 2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he hauls it in inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They're going to throw it again. He's got the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. It's complete to the left. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Out of the gun, the inside give.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Here's the handoff. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. Breaks the tackle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 2nd down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. That pass is incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gets rid of it. A strike downfield. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's got an open man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wide out in motion. The running back has it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Getting some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Fires to the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. He's going to pass. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Oh, batted into the air and picked off. He'll try to take it back. Past the 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown Tide!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's back to throw on second down. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stewart. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On second down, just keeps firing. A little release to the back. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his back in the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On second down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Flips it out to the back. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the air, it's Stewart. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Give to the running back. Makes a man miss. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He'll throw on third down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Toledo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking for a man. It's Stewart. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finishes the run with the slide. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead down a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Off play action. Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They want to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Takes the easy one to the back. Snowed under by the defense. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Back to pass, it's Stewart. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
26, Alabama, 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone. All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Nice move to keep moving. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Here come the Irish back on offense. They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Now the play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to throw at Stewart. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Alabama! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Try to barge their way in. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's going to throw deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense and defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll go to the ground. Dances away from one. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on second down. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Slides away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Turns it loose deep. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running the red zone. It's McClung. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go right back to him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. The quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dropping back, it's Stewart. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. It's funny, guys, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.